Hi everybody, welcome. The full moon in Pisces on September 13th, 14th is at 21 degrees and 5 minutes. It's an extremely powerful full moon that we have coming up. And because there is a T-square going on between Jupiter at the apex of this T-square, Jupiter in Sagittarius, awakening your spiritual dimension, the connection to other worlds, galaxies, spirit, God, opening this top chakra, is square to the Sun and Mars together in Virgo, and this full moon and Neptune together in Pisces. So we've got a very strong energy of mutability here. 7 planets altogether immutable and 7 planets in Earth signs. Exactly what we just had with the new moon in Virgo. So this energy is continuing of learning how to enjoy change, how not to resist change. With Jupiter involved, there is a tendency to go to an extreme. So let's look at these two polarities, because the opposition shows us where the polarity lies, and the square point shows us with Jupiter where things might get magnified. Let me break it down for you. Sun and Mars together in Virgo. When Sun and Mars comes together, this is very much a daytime energy. It's an energy of moving forward, taking action, being proactive, doing something. It's also quite a loud energy. It's like Sun and Mars. If somebody's got Sun and Mars together in their charts, they're often quite athletic, especially if it's in a fire sign, but an energy of having to accomplish, needing to take the initiative, getting on with something. So this is on the one hand. And then the full moon and Neptune here is reminding us, hey, not too much work, not too much action. I must tune into my intuition here. I must make every moment of my life a holy moment. It's about becoming aware of your beingness and not having to take action. Now, because we're dealing with an opposition here, and the Jupiter putting a magnifying glass on what's going on, you might find yourself oscillating between two extremes. An extreme of just wanting to live in the dream world, in the possibilities, in the possibility of a wonderful soulmate, of winning the lottery, of having suddenly perfect health from a condition that might have been plaguing you for a long time. This whole energy, it's a magical energy, Moon and Neptune. It's the energy of the night. It's the energy where you just tune in. When it's dark, you've got to feel your way. Your sense of sight is not necessarily like a cat, so strong, but your sense of feeling and knowing and trusting has to become stronger. So this is an opportunity here for you to try best you can to find balance in these areas. So for example, for me, I often get carried away, especially when I'm cooking, in the ingredients, in the smells, and just the wanting to bless the food and feeling blessed for the abundance of food that we fortunately have here in Greece. But even if you go to your local supermarket or shop, you see just an abundance of nature. So this is really about appreciating every moment. And sometimes I'm even moved to tears, just with how grateful I feel for the things that I do have in the moment. Like the good health that I experience now speaking to you. the gratefulness I have that you're watching this video and being with me. When I'm doing the video, I'm always trying to be very conscious of what can I say to you that would uplift you, that would make you confident in yourself, so that you bring out your holiness, your sacredness. This is a very sacred moon energy. And yes, you may well meet a soulmate, you may well meet somebody who's really precious to you. And anybody that you've ever loved, that love doesn't die, it continues. So this is a sense of continuation, a sense of the soul continuing. And then, of course, we've got to live in the everyday world. And here we've got Sun and Mars saying, okay, it's in Virgo. What precisely do you want to do? It's about setting the to-do list, going through the to-do list with a consciousness of trying to be in the holy present moment. You might find yourself going to an extreme with Jupiter of being very active, proactive, working yourself, and then just feeling knackered and needing a rest. You might find yourself needing to sleep a lot, going into the Piscean energy. It's a good time for channeling and going into trance and any of those psychic, intuitive moments. Really good for breaking through whenever we have squares. It's a really good time for actually making a breakthrough and finding a deeper spiritual meaning in every little moment of your life. Easy to do? No. Squares involved. Doable? Yes, if you're willing to make the effort. Mercury, ruler of Virgo, because we've got the Sun in Virgo, is conjunct to Venus at 29 degrees of Virgo. So Venus and Mercury together, really being as aware as you can of your speech, what you say to people, how you say it. Can you, with the Venus energy, you might need to be critical. Sometimes it's important to tell somebody something. It's a bit like me when I'm learning Greek. I want somebody to tell me, hey, that was the wrong preposition you used. I have a lovely Israeli friend who says, I must to go. And I have to keep telling her gently, it's I must go, not to go. So you might need to correct somebody. And they will value it if it's honest. But do it with something of a gentleness with the Venus energy. So it's about finding those perfect words. I've done a painting which came through for this full moon energy. Here it is, it's a big one. I hope you enjoy the colours, the texture, because it's a very rich energy that we've got at the time of this full moon. So thank you for listening. I love hearing your comments, your feedback. And I wish you a wonderful full moon in Pisces. Bye for now.